Alright guys, we got a little update video on the kx500 and pretty much we're still waiting on getting the motor parts back from Tom Morgan, particularly the cases, having the new bearing journals in there and also the crank repair. So that's what we're waiting on in terms of what I've been doing. I did end up putting a taller seat foam on the seat. Thank you to Anthony Moore for that. And touching up the frame with some of the Kawasaki original paint and then doing clear coat on there. Got a front disc brake guard cover that fits the 93. Some of those early 90s bikes came stock with that. Thanks again, Anthony Moore. I absolutely love it. Also got a Service handguards. I think these are the Venco or something like that. So yeah, she's coming along. I think it looks pretty good. Just waiting on some parts. Also did the rear fender conversion off of a 92. And honestly, I think it looks pretty darn good. Changes the profile a bit. I like it. Some people like the purist look. But that's it. We're just kind of waiting. Nothing new here. All the parts are here. We're just waiting to get everything together. Got the cases repainted, redone. Did a little bit of bling here. Got bling here. A little bit of bling here. Did get a Climber factory service manual for the kx500. It's pretty good, actually. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, particularly on the power valve and things that I think is really helpful. I'm not going to say that you can't get most of that stuff yourself or through the factory manual. I would say they're probably about the same, but I wouldn't trust the parts diagrams completely. I would just reference them with the microfiche. But I think it's a good piece to have. I got it for 20 bucks, and that's helpful. And pretty much that's it. We're waiting on, like I said, the cases, the crank. I did do a bunch of work on the cylinder, getting the power valves cleaned. I got everything in here set up, and I'm going to actually shim these drums, because if you actually notice when you stick the base gasket in there, I mean, you've got, it looks like at least a millimeter right here, or actually 1.5 millimeters. And that actually, when this drops, right, because of that thickness, see that drop, that distance, what that does is that raises up the exhaust valve. I don't know if you can see this here. So that essentially you're not going to get, I'd have to raise both of them up here, but you're not going to get your full, there we go. You're not going to get your full exhaust port height because you're getting this much drop, just a little bit, about 1.5 millimeters. And so now you're not getting that full-on open port timing, right? So you're losing some top end. According to Mike Weir, KX Guru Racing, says that's about 1.5 horsepower. It's not much, but you know, you want to get what you got. So I cleaned up all these, polished them, cleaned the drums, referred to KX Guru Racing, KX Sandblaster videos on YouTube, and also Jason. But I'm going to be shimming that. And also got some new bearings here for the main transmission. I got this cage bearing. I'm also going to be replacing this clip, because that clip determines the axial. If that wears down, you're going to get more axial play, as the thing is in the motor. So also ordered a stock base gasket, which is T0 according to Mike Weir. So this is aftermarket, and this was pretty thick, actually like 3 times thicker than what stock should be. So they may have put that in to raise compression, I don't know, but I want to let this thing run basically the best that it can. And that's about it. So anyways, if you got any questions or you're curious about any updates, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll be doing some more videos on some of the other bikes and some of the other things that happen as I put this thing back together and get the first startup going. I can't wait. Let me know what you think.